Hello, Donna here. Welcome back to redirectyourself.com. And today I'm going to tell you some more about characteristics of healthy relationships. So this would be part 2 in a series of characteristics on healthy relationships, which obviously is super important because relationships are, especially romantic ones, but all of them. I'm kind of gearing this towards romantic relationships, but we want all our relationships to be healthy, ideally. So in a previous segment, I went through some of the characteristics that define a healthy relationship. The idea here is that if we know what the characteristics are in a healthy relationship, we can first determine whether or not those are characteristics that are in our relationships currently, identify those that we might need to work on or maybe gain, or whether or not it's even possible for us to get those characteristics in the current relationship that we have and how meaningful that would be for us to have it. So sometimes, this could end up being something that tells you, wow, my relationship is really unhealthy and I really don't think that we're going to get to a healthy place. Or it might just say, wow, we only have a few things to tweak to get this relationship to be much more healthy and therefore much more fulfilling. Because the whole goal is to have fulfilling relationships, and the healthier they are, the more fulfilling they are. Okay, so jump right in. One of the most important things is that in a relationship, each does not attempt to fix or control the other. So they're very similar, fixing and controlling. If you've ever been in a relationship where, you felt like, if only the person would do this or be like this or, would do that. And I'm not talking about how they load the dishwasher either. I'm talking about their actual style of personality. Maybe this person is a night owl and they like to party a lot and they go out a lot, and you're more of a homebody. You're not probably going to change that person into not being a night owl, not going out, right? If they know that you are a homebody and you like staying home, you guys can compromise, but that's only going to go so far. And over time, the characteristics that you don't have or that are so disparaging, so apart from one another, can erode the relationship. So instead of trying to fix a person, you might think it's wrong to stay out all night and party, right? And it's not wrong, it's just different than what you value and what you like. So trying to fix them or change them is probably not a healthy way to go about things. So it's instead something to look at, right? If we don't have these elements, if we feel like we need to fix someone or we need to control someone or we need to change them, that is not a healthy aspect of the relationship. And so that would be mutual. Accepting yourself and other, and your real self. So, what does that mean, my real self? Well, that means that if you feel like you have to put on a front, maybe dress differently than you normally would, wear more makeup than you normally would, or less makeup than you normally would, so you can see more earthy or whatever, then that's not really your authentic self. If you are not comfortable talking about your day-to-day life or certain aspects of your life because you think the other person maybe would judge you or not agree with what you do or how you do it, then that is not being authentic, and that is not them accepting you for your authentic self. What good does it do me if I'm accepted for someone who's not actually me? For a false front that I'm putting up, that I'm not actually accepted because that's not really me. I'm not able to be authentic or genuine. Which, go back to the hula hoop if you have not seen that video, if you came directly to the healthy relationship video. And that'll tell you a little bit about, how when we change who we are, how we act, how we talk, whatever, to make someone else like us, we're attempting to control someone else's hula hoop. Doesn't work. It's ineffective. Okay. Anyway, on to the next one. Assertiveness. Your feelings and your needs and wants can be expressed. That doesn't mean they're always liked or that the other person is gonna, agree with them or even do them, but that you can openly discuss how you feel about something, that you can discuss what you want. If maybe you have a need for something that's not being met in the relationship, that you can openly discuss that with your partner and that they can do the same with you. Let's say, you guys enjoy really vegging out on the couch a lot and your partner really wants a guy's night out, or she wants a girl's night out, and that's not something that they have done, but they're feeling the need for that. The fact that they can come to you and express that openly and say, hey, I've been really wanting to do this, go out with the guys, and maybe once or twice a month. The fact that they feel comfortable telling you that that's a positive thing. How you guys decide to do that may look different for every relationship, but you definitely want your partner to be able to come to you with their wants and needs and express them openly, and likewise, vice versa. Humility. You know, it's a quality that really means that I don't have to always be right, that my way isn't necessarily the best way, or that I don't think it's the best way, that I don't think that everyone has to do things the way that I do them, because my way is the right way. Which to me, right and wrong are garbage words. I might not have said that on my garbage words video, but they are, because they get us into trouble. They get us, thinking that someone needs to change, right? So humility means that I don't have to be right. I can maybe look at my part in something and recognize that perhaps there's another way to do what I do in a different way, and that it might be just as effective, maybe even more effective. So it doesn't mean that you have to be wrong. It just means you don't always have to be right. That is sometimes a big thing that causes fights, because human beings, we don't like to be wrong. We just don't like to be wrong. So if you can kind of recognize that to have a healthy relationship, examining your part in things and knowing that you're not always right and that your way isn't necessarily the right way, can be very helpful. I'm going to leave it at that, because we're now at 6 minutes. So I hope this was helpful. Come back again. I think this might even be a 5-part series. I don't exactly know. But I do hope this helps you gauge about maybe a relationship that you're in, or how to make improvements to the relationship that you're in. Or if you're not in a relationship but you want one, then these would be things that you want to strive for when you get into a relationship. Anyway, thanks for coming. Please like the video if this helped you. Please subscribe. The more subscribers I have, the better that this can be, the more people we can reach. And anyway, I guess that's it. Thank you so much. Join me again. Redirect yourself.